3 and 5 in race 4. Starter on his platform, Ron Paps the caller, Heroic Vintage the favourite, go.
Racing. Oh, Heroic Vintage, the favourite, stood there. Missed it many lengths. It's out of business. Castle Royale and the all-white, the Boulder, won the start from Rebello, Ruinous and Sunny Prince and also French Loot. Baker's Range is there and so is Turag Angel, followed by Little Brown Bear. Then further back in the field came on the inside Gypsy's Jester. With it around them Baker's Range, Quality Bacon in the centre and 3 away to Heroic Vintage. Racing past the 800-metre point, Sunny Prince a narrow leader now. Castle Royale, rather on the outside is Margot Mist, just in behind them on the inside next. Going up to third was French Loot and Viscountess is prominent with Ruinous. Then Turag Angel, Rebello. Further back in the field on the inside Gypsy's Jester. Baker's Range still deep. In the centre Quality Bacon. Then Little Brown Bear. Heroic Vintage has caught the field. Arjo said is last. Homeward bound Sunny Prince kicked 2 in front of Viscountess. French Loot. Then Turag Angel hard ridden. Ruinous out wide. Rebello running on fairly. And Little Brown Bear. Heroic Vintage has made up a lot of ground. 200 to run though. Sunny Prince in front. It's going well. It's about 2.5 in front of Viscountess. And then came Turag Angel running on late with Little Brown Bear. Look at Heroic Vintage. It's going to run right up their tails and run about 5th. A certainty beaten. And it's Sunny Prince by a bit more than the length to Turag Angel or Viscountess. Little Brown Bear, Heroic Vintage. A tragedy to see the top weight go under. French Loot next. And then came running on nicely Baker's Range and Gypsy Jester. Further back in the field then came our just set Ruinous. Then Quality Bacon, Castle Royale are knocking right up Margot Mist.
13, 10 and 4. 13, 10 and 4. There is a photo finish for the minor placings. The winner about 3:30 and 95. 3.65 for number 10, Turag Angel, and 14, Viscountess, $1.20. 13, possibly 10 ahead of 14 in a photo. So a bad day for Colin Hayes so far today. Late scratching the Prince, 3.30 and 95. Turag Angel second, 3.75. 14, Viscountess, $1.20. Quinella, 97.10. And a trifecta, a big one, compared to the dividends, 2,651.55. 13, 10, 14. Rose Hill race 4, the update, Short Black 3.15, 2's out, 7.95 Stately Image. Now a rising 9-year-old, Peckham Guess ran in last year's Melbourne Cup and tomorrow will complete a unique double by starting in the Grand National Hurdle. But yes, the double has been achieved successfully when Malua won the Melbourne Cup and Grand National Hurdle in the 1880s, as well as the Newmarket and Oakley Plate. Former top amateur rider Pauline Dalton trains Peckham Guess and has a close relationship with the ageing gelding. In fact, he's the family pet, and therefore she gets extremely nervous for the horse's safety in the hurdle races.
He's a good jumper, but I'm terrified that something will fall in front of him and he won't be able to extricate himself.
But there's one thing more important than winning the National for Peckham Guess and Pauline Dalton, and that's
get round safely.
Meanwhile, top all-round jockey Len Morn gets the chance to receive his biggest paycheck on national favourite Sir Agrafo, who tries for back-to-back wins. Morn's father, Ballarat trainer Ron, has prepared a national winner, and the hurdle is a horse race that Len would love to win.
The Grand National hurdle races are like the Melbourne Cups for jumping horses and jockeys, so I'd love to win it.
Racing
just
Sydney.
a little slow to go. Other than that, not a bad break. And Macro Girl is the early leader. Going quickly is Janelli. Third, Flash Fable, then Stately Image and Celebrity Lover. Behind those, Cabaret Dancer. Then comes Sailing Solo. My Market Love's got back last. White Glen midfield, and then Short Black, Track Red, followed by Irish Maiden, Helen's Choice, and My Market Love at the tail. On the side, Anjanelli strode out, 2 lengths Celebrity Lover. And neck the outside is Stately Image. 1 Macro Girl, and then Track Red on the inside of Flash Fable, White Glen, a length Sailing Solo, Irish Maiden, Helen's Choice, Cabaret Dancer, 5 lengths My Market Love travelling shockingly. 600 to go. Janelli by 2 lengths Celebrity Lover. Ahead the outside is Stately Image. 1.5 to Macro Girl, 3 deep. Short Black the middle and Track Red the rail, then Flash Fable. And the others headed by Helen's Choice and Irish Maiden, homeward bound. And Janelli by 2 lengths on Celebrity Lover. Third on the outside is Stately Image. And then comes Short Black with 300 to go. He's sitting as quiet as a church Church Mouse on Janelli. Johnston's gone for the whip on Celebrity Lover, a length and 3/4 from Janelli, and 2.5 to Short Black. But now Janelli's right at Craig Carmody. Shakes up the 4-year-old chestnut mare. Celebrity Lover trying hard to pick up Janelli, but all to no avail, and Janelli, another one that's led all the way. Janelli beats Celebrity Lover. Third home was Short Black, followed by Irish Maiden, Track Red, Helen's Choice, Cabaret Dancer, White Glen. Further back, Stately Image, Macro Girl, and then came Sailing Solo, Flash Fable, and Tailed Off My Mark.
11, 4 and 1 past the post. Race number 4 in Sydney. First leg of the quadrella there. 11, 4 and 1. Race 4 at Rose Hill. The fifth event. Openers, 1 Flying Gypsy, 10.15. 2 Prince Toranaga, $7. 6.10 for number 3 Galley Gaskins. 4 Super Seal, 8.80. 5 Peaceful Kingdom, 10.95. 6 Natski, 75 cents for the win. He's won his last 2 races by a total of 16 lengths. 7 Sailor V, 4.95. Exceptional Angel, 8.25. Number 9 Pacific Mirage is a scratching. 10 Lord Marquis, $40. 11 Persian Port, 25. 10 and 12 Eagle Mountain, $20.50. That's race number 5, first leg of the daily double. Race 3 at Flemington. 11 Flamenco King, 5.15 and 1.40. 3 Kremlin, 70 cents. 5 Surrealism, 2.05. 7.55 Quinella Trifecta, 196.70. Race to race double, 18.80, and the extra double, $23.35.
Light on. Racing. Jumped all right, except Saragrafo missed it about 2 lengths, and as they go up towards the first, Caledonian Concord and Barry's Gold away well with Son of Vengeance. Murrah just in behind them, Rhythmic as they take off. Barry's Gold sort of pecked at it and lost about a half a length. Prince Lindell second last, and Peckham, I guess, who ran in the Melbourne Cup last year, is second last back with Prince Lindell. Out of the straight the first time, another 2 laps to go though, so they're in no hurry, and Barry's Gold led, and Caledonian Concord's pulling just like he did at Sandown in the Australian Hurdle. Third, Son of Vengeance, a half Rhythmic. 1 away, Tara Ruler, Murrah the centre on the fence, My Court, Jewel outside of it, Sayuga. Then Karuba Cruise, 3 deep, Quartermaster, Surveillance, a length to Saragrafo, 2 Peckham against Prince Lindell. Over the second hurdle, 16 to go, all over it safely. And Barry's Gold off the fence, a length to Caledonian Concord, 2 to Son of Vengeance. A half away then to Rhythmic, 2 to Tara Ruler and My Court, Jewel from Murrah. Sayuga's covering a bit of ground, and Karuba Cruise 4 wide as they go to the third hurdle. Quartermaster on the inside, a length to Saragrafo. 3 lengths further back, Surveillance. 2 away to Peckham, I guess, and Prince Lindell with them in. Barry's Gold in his favourite role in front. 2 lengths as they go to the next hurdle. Second, Caledonian Concord, then Rhythmic. 1 to Son of Vengeance, Mike Court, Jewel Harnett has him on the fence, a half Tara Ruler. Sayuga outside, Quartermaster, Murrah the centre, Karuba Cruise has never been on the track, 3 deep. Saragrafo the inside is tailing Quartermaster, 2 lengths to Surveillance, a length Peckham, I guess, they're all over that safely, and 1 to Prince Lindell. Pace only steady, but you'd expect that in a 3-mile race, and Barry's Gold approaches the next, and he's jumping nicely, the leader, and again all over it safely. He's a length and a half Caledonian Concord, who's starting to settle a bit. A half Rhythmic running a forward race, 2 to Son of Vengeance on the inside, My Court Jewel, then Tara Ruler on the fence, Quartermaster from Murrah outside, Saragrafo, who's settled pretty well. He's a great stayer, 2 to Sayuga, 2 to Surveillance on the inside of Surveillance, then to Karuba Cruise, a length and a half to Peckham, I guess, and 1 away, Prince Lindell being scrubbed up. About to enter the straight again, and Barry's Gold, 2 to Caledonian Concord. 1 Rhythmic, 2 to Son of Vengeance, My Court Jewel the rail. A length and a half away, Quartermaster, patiently ridden on the inside, a half Tara Ruler, 1.5 away to Saragrafo. Then Murrah, 3 wide, Surveillance, Karuba Cruise the rail from Sayuga, Peckham, I guess, second last, and Prince Lindell last of all. 3 to jump in the straight, and Barry's Gold by a length and a half. Second, Caledonian Concord and Rhythmic on the rail as they go over the first in the straight. Son of Vengeance fourth, a length away, My Court Jewel, Quartermaster, Tara Ruler, Saragrafo, tailing Quartermaster everywhere they go. Surveillance out 3 deep as they go to the next. A length further back then to Murrah, 3 lengths to Sayuga, Peckham, I guess, Karuba Cruise, and 2 to Prince Lindell. Well, they come to the 10th. They've got 8 to get over as they go over this one. And Barry's Gold got over it nicely, and again they're all over it safely. So 8 hurdles left, a round to go in the Grand National, and it's Barry's Gold 2 lengths in front of Caledonian Concord. It's been a rather lacklustre race. They've all found a posse and they're happy. Third is Rhythmic. On the fence, My Court Jewel, Quartermaster the rail. Son of Vengeance outside of it, then Saragrafo, Tara Ruler. 3 deep is Surveillance, 1 to Murrah. Making a run, Sayuga, 3 deep around Peckham, I guess, 1 to Karuba Cruise and Prince Lindell. 2,000 to go. And Barry's Gold's been unchallenged and he jumps nicely, a length and a half in front of Sir Rhythmic and Caledonian Concord. Wonder My Court Jewel. Jennings has now taken Quartermaster off the rail. Sir Agrafo the inside. Son of Vengeance outside of him. Wonder Tara Ruler, a length to Murrah. Then Surveillance from Peckham, I guess, as they go over the next. Sayuga, there's a fall. Sir Rhythmic's come down. Sir Rhythmic, who won the race 2 years ago, has come down. I hope the boy's all right. A mile to go. Barry's Gold led 2 lengths. Caledonian Concord and Sayuga's moved up third, and Sir Agrafo's challenging. Then Quartermaster, My Court Jewel. 2 to Surveillance, a length away. Murrah. 1 Son of Vengeance, given a crack with a whip and not going too well. Peckham, I guess, being wound up behind it from Tara Ruler. 2 to Prince Lindell, Karuba Cruz. Over the next, over it safely, Sir Rhythmic, the only casualty, and 1200 out, Barry's Gold, running a really cheeky race as he goes to this and got over it. A length and a half, Sir Agrafo, a half-length Caledonian Concord. Sayuga, Harnett now calls on My Court Jewel. 2 to Quartermaster, a length to Murrah, 4 or 5, Son of Vengeance. This leader's got away, Barry's Gold. Peckham, I guess, starting to run on, and Tara Ruler. Barry's Gold led 2 lengths to Sir Agrafo. 3 to My Court Jewel. Some of these are under great pressure. 3 to Quartermaster at the 800. Then Sayuga, Murrah, Peckham, I guess, running on but giving them a big start, and further back Son of Vengeance. Barry's Gold's away on the turn at the 650. He's out 4 or 5. Sir Agrafo looks as if he might have run his race. My Court Jewel's moved up and he's outside about 6 or 7 lengths away. Murrah. Further back, Quartermaster, Sayuga. Barry's Gold into the straight. He's got 2 to get over. He led 4 lengths. My Court Jewel looks the only challenger. He's coming out after him. Then Sir Agrafo, Murrah and Peckham, I guess. Barry's Gold got over it. He's very tight. Paul Goss had a long look around. He sees My Court Jewel 3 lengths away. 4 to Sir Agrafo. At the last, Barry's Gold's weary. He goes to it. He's over it safely. He looks to have a winning break. He's 3 in front of My Court Jewel. Sir Agrafo's running on again, but the grey Barry's Gold's going to lead throughout and win the Grand National Hurdle race. He's 3 in front of My Court Jewel and Sir Agrafo, and Barry's Gold wins by 2.5. Second, My Court Jewel. Third, Sir Agrafo. Well, the old mare Murrah ran a mighty race for 4th. Then Peckham, I guess, Prince Lindell, Tara Ruler, Sayuga, Surveillance, Son of Vengeance, Quartermaster, Caledonian Concord, Karuba Cruz, last of those that completed the course, and Sir Rhythmic fell at the hurdle at about the 1600 metre mark.
That's right, and they've actually put the rider on the stretcher there, but we'll see what comes of that in a moment, Jay Pike. But that race, what was really a little bit...
There's Sir Rhythmic. He's okay, but hopefully he's okay.
Well, he's over there doing a bit of shopping over near the river. But Barry's Gold, gee whiz, there was a little bit of doubt of whether he'd see the journey out, but he just kept going and going and going, and Paul Goss rode a beautiful race in front. The only excitement in the race, or the change of positions, was when Sir Rhythmic went and tripped a couple over there. Lenny Maund, who'd been on the fence, got a good run up and got to second or near second on Sir Agres. The winner, Paul Goss, coming down to just go on and win the race nicely. Coming to the last out in the centre, he getting tired, no doubt, and he was beginning to get off the track because of the weariness. He threw everything at My Court Jewel, Nick Harnett. Even before this, he tried to get it up, and it's found a sort of a second lease, Sir Agrafo. But the only change, as I say, was over about the 700 metres when there was Sir Agrafo ran up to get second. Quartermaster was taken off the fence just there. Maybe luckily it didn't do him any good because he failed to stay. First season runner.
2-3-1, Des, 14 fourth, and here's Sean Fox.
Congratulations, Sean. I don't think I've heard anyone roar as loudly as you do for Barry's Gold.
Oh, well, it was a bit of a, you know, we set him for the race a long time ago, and we've been worried about him, and as they say, it's a squeaky wheel that gets the oil, and I kept yelling and bellowing, and we were foxing a bit. I always hoped he'd stay.
What a gutsy performance to lead all the way.
Yeah, well, I thought last week in the Moonee Valley Hurdle was a real gutsy performance, and he's done that well this week. I kept saying to the owners, oh, we won't run him, and he done that well. I had to run.
Some people thought he would be a suspect stayer. Did you think he would do the distance, 4,800 metres?
His work on Thursday morning was unbelievable, and no one's seen it.
Why was that? Was it in the dark or late?
On Mornington track, and his work was unbelievable Thursday morning.
And that increased your confidence?
I started to get confident, yeah.
Paul Goss, was that a pre-race plan to try and pinch the National?
No, I was worried about Caledonian Concord wanting the lead. And I said, if they take us on too far from home, you have to take the punt and sit behind. But the other horse, he restrained the other horse, and it made it a bit easier for us.
Stake money in total of $102,000. Is that your biggest win in racing?
Oh, you allow for inflation. I had a good mare called Sasha's Choice once, and she won a lot of good races. And, he's a great horse, this fella, but Sasha's Choice was on her own.
Looks your happiest day. Well done.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, Sean.
Sean Fox, trainer of the winner Barry's Gold. 2-3-1.
About set to go. A field of 9 light on.
In racing in the Pioneer Homes handicap, Telbon Miss slowest out. Best away, Toy Singer with Royal Imp and also Gifted Mascot, and going up to them on the outside, It's All Mine. Back in behind those then is Borichin restraining off the pace. Eastern Hills and Telbon Miss crowd around. Then Taranui, who's second last and deep, and last of all Blackie Star. Some wanting to go, some wanting to settle as they go to the 1200, where the leader is Toy Singer, narrowly It's All Mine. Gifted Mascot outside of Royal Imp, 2 away then, now only a length and a half. Eastern Hills closing ground, about 2 lengths to Telbon Miss, Borichin, and then a length and a half away Taranui, who's equal last or just last now as the other one gets up on the inside. Blackie Star to Shaded down by the 1,000 on the side, and the leader is Toy Singer from It's All Mine. Gifted Mascot somehow's got between them. Over on the inside Royal Imp, and then Eastern Hills, and then came Telbon Miss, Borichin, further back Taranui, and Blackie Star's last of all as they work down the side before the turn. Toy Singer on top by a length, has control at the moment over It's All Mine, Royal Imp and Gifted Mascot in a line of 3. 2 away then Telbon Miss joining Eastern Hills, 1.5 then to Borichin, 3/4 back the rail Taranui, and 2.5 came Blackie Star. They're about to swing now as they come to the 400 metre point. They're going keenly. Toy Singer led a length. The Gifted Mascot, It's All Mine is 3 deep. Over on the inside Royal Imp is coming into the race behind them, and then Telbon Miss joining in. It's All Mine goes to the other one, Toy Singer from Gifted Mascot at the 200 metre mark. Telbon Miss was next, and then came Eastern Hills and Borichin. It's All Mine just the leader. Telbon Miss wearing it down, and Taranui getting through late is a go. Taranui comes at Telbon Miss, and It's All Mine. Telbon Miss an inch in front, gets there a half head. It's All Mine second, Taranui third, and a 3-way blister. Over on the outside Borichin, Royal Imp, Eastern Hills, Gifted Mascot, and then Blackie Star, the early leader, Toy Singer last. Great
Past the post, race number 4. Look at that for a finish. 2, 7 and 6 it looks like. In fact, it will be, but a brilliant finish. 2, 7 and 6. Winner about 275 and 85. Second, number 7, about 70 and $1.10 for the third horse. Brilliant finish to race number 11, Janelli, 12.25 and 2.80. 4, Celebrity Lover, 95 cents. 1, Short Black, $1 even. Quinella, 41.35. Trifecta, 499.30. And the extra double in Sydney, $156.85. 11.41 race 4 at Rosehill. Back to Phil at Flemington.
Out smoothly. Persian Port ridden with the whip to try and lead. Then Lord Marquis Galley Gaskins. Followed by Prince Toranaga, Say La Vie, and then Peaceful Kingdom, Super Seal, hunted hard. From Eagle Mountain at last in a compact field, Flying Gypsy. Down to the judge, around to go. By golly, a few keen to lead, particularly Rickson on Super Seal. It's just in front of Galley Gaskins, Eagle Mountain via the Cape, and then Persian Port. Natsky hunting up on the inside, almost 5 in line. A length further back is on the inside Lord Marquis. Eagle Mountain starting to lose a little ground now as they turn out of the straight, followed by Say La Vie, Prince Toranaga. Second last is Peaceful Kingdom, and Flying Gypsy last on the inside. At the 1,700 metres, and Super Seal shows the way, about 3/4 of a length now on Galley Gaskins. Natsky third on the inside of Persian Port. Again 3 deep goes Eagle Mountain. Say La Vie next on the outside of Lord Marquis. 2 lengths to Prince Toranaga, 2.5 to Peaceful Kingdom, and a half length to Flying Gypsy on the inside. Into the back they run, 1,400 to go, and Super Seal gets his own way on the lead, a bit more than a length. Galley Gaskins, 1/3 Natsky. Ahead to Persian Port on the outside, and 1 to Eagle Mountain, still 3 deep from Lord Marquis the centre. Prince Toranaga's back along the rails, and then comes Say La Vie, Peaceful Kingdom, and Flying Gypsy last, about 8 from the leader, which is Super Seal. And down by the 1,100, not a lot of change here in the McKell Cup order, and Super Seal a length and 3/4 on Galley Gaskins, the same distance to Natsky. Well, Dittman's giving the hot pot every conceivable chance. At at Natski's girth on the outside, Persian Port. Wonder Prince Toranaga. Lord Mark was hard ridden. Eagle Mountain losing ground, followed by Peaceful Kingdom. Sailor V next to last, and Flying Gypsy whips them in. Going to the side of the track at the 700 metres, and here's Gally Gaskins out after Super Seal. 2 lengths to Natski. A length and a half further back in the field, Lord Marquis, and then Prince Toranaga. Persian Port's given up from Sailor V, then Peaceful Kingdom, Flying Gypsy, and forget about Eagle Mountain. Gally Gaskins is the leader now from the tiring Super Seal, but Natski goes out after Gally Gaskins. And as they turn the corner in the McKell Cup, Gally Gaskins a length and 3/4 on Natski. Prince Toranaga's in 3rd place, and then Sailor V at the 300 metres. And Gally Gaskins' rider pulls the whip, so too does Dittman on Natski. Natski bridging the gap on Gally Gaskins, a long gap Sailor V. Gally Gaskins on the inside, just in front of Natski, a minute to Sailor V. Gally Gaskins and Natski. Natski coming at Gally Gaskins. Gally Gaskins, Natski. Natski might have. It's a close one. Natski's lunged at Gally Gaskins. He might have got the stride in on the line, but hang on to your tickets. It's a tighty. 3rd placing going to Sailor V, followed by Peaceful Kingdom, and then a break to Prince Toranaga.
Photo finish in Sydney between numbers 3 and 6. Expect 340 and 90 if Gally Gaskins gets it. If not, Natski 75 and 60, and 3rd Sailor V number 7, $1.20. A brilliant photo finish though. It's very tight between numbers 3 and 6. Number 7 will be 3rd. Back to Phil Harry's goal, 6.35 and 1.65. He won the Grand National Hurdle. 3 Mike Court Jewel, $1.20, and 1 Sir Agraphone, 95 cents. Quinella, $21.75, trifecta, $109.05, and the race-to-race double, $103.10. 2.31, the Grand National Hurdle. Race 4 at Morfordville, 2 Telbon Miss, $2.75 and 85. 6 It's All Mine, $1.10. 7 Taranui, 70 cents. The Quinella paid $11.25, and the trifecta $92.75. That's race 4 Morfordville. The 5th event, first leg of the daily double at Fleming.
Interesting race. Somebody'd always like number 1.
On a bad barrier.
Like me.
Go. Caught them all right. Lonely Knights will be last early. Red Rattler toyed a bit slow. Lord Delamere bounced out fast, and Real Purpose being ridden up by Gauchi. Noble Kid away nicely. True Beauty just in behind those with Wandering Duke, and Talon Bray going forward. I'm a Red Man. In Vino Veritas, Nakunda, Oban trapped deep, but is going forward. Fayette County further back in the field. Emulous the rail. Then double again from Sir Pikey's stablemate. Astorman's got back 4th last. Red Rattler behind it with Toyd. And Lonely Knights is last of all. 1,500 out, and Real Purpose led 2 lengths, and he's inclined to race a bit generously. In 2nd placing, Talon Bray. Noble Kid's got the box seat. Oban next. Lord Delamere nicely placed. A length away, Wandering Duke. Then came True Beauty with on the outside of it. Looks like it's Sir Pike. No, double again it is the stablemate. 2 to Emulous. Then I'm a Red Man. A length further back to Sir Pike. Further back then to Nakunda around the outside, and then Vino Veritas inside of it. Astorman got well back with Fayette County, Nakunda. Toyd 2nd last, and Lonely Knights last of all. About 30 lengths cover them here as Real Purpose really running at the 1,000. Led 5 lengths from Noble Kit. On its outside, Talon Bray. 2 to Oban, Wandering Duke. 2 to Lord Delamere, True Beauty. They've got away 4 lengths in front of I'm a Red Man. Emulous a length and a half to Nakunda and Vino Veritas. Well, Astorman of the favoured horses is giving them an enormous start. Inside of it, Red Rattler with Sir Pike. Toyd well back. One of the last Fayette County Lonely Knights, and double again dropping out. On the turn, Gauchi making every post a winner on Real Purpose. Led 3 lengths into the straight from Noble Kit. Oban under pressure. Emulous, Lord Delamere hooking out for a run. Then I'm a Red Man. Astorman looks to be giving them an impossible start, back 3rd last. Real Purpose going boldly at the 300. He's 3 lengths to Oban. Lord Delamere's challenging hard now from Noble Kit, and a gap to I'm a Red Man, Lonely Knights. Lord Delamere swept up the Real Purpose at Oban. Lonely Knights with a very late run. Lord Delamere's taken the lead though, and he's drawn away. A length and a half the Real Purpose. Lonely Knights flashing up for the place, but Lord Delamere, it's Marshall's first ride for the day, and it's a winner. 2 lengths Real Purpose, Lonely Knights 3rd, then Oban, behind those Noble Kid and Vino Veritas. Then came Wandering Duke, Fayette County. Astorman never got himself into the race from Red Rattler. Further back on the field, True Beauty, Emulous. I'm a Red Man. Well, it's a shame to see him racing so badly. Nakunda from Sir Pike, Talon Bray, Toyd, and double again last.
Well, it looked as though Darren Gauchi was going to more or less steal that race, because Real Purpose was left alone in front, was just doing it nicely. After winning the start, Simon Marshall on Lord Delamere, he elected to take a nice posse, which he did, round about 5th. and he was very patient ride. In fact, he rides actually better than a young lad of whatever he is, 17 or 18, and he rides like an old man, really.
Australia, Temple Walk, $1.35. They're off. Lady Joanna jumped well. The stablemate of the last winner, Lord Telbon, away nicely, and so too was Oriental Mill. Wizamo up there in the pace with Palazam showing speed today. In fact, here's a surprise leader. Palazam's going to run to the front on settling narrowly from another grey, Oriental Mill. Harvey Bay up third as the leader tries to steady. In behind them, Wizmo with the run of the race, followed by Lord Telbon. Lady Joanna getting back to midfield. In that centre section too was Spot on Target. Geezer the inside of Ambrosia Pal. 1.5 away Shells outside of Temple Walk. They're well back. And over on the inside, that's Aspect. Along the far side, they run under 1,400 to go, and Palazam working against the rider, and he lets it go. It's 4.5 in front now, 5 to Oriental Mill, 2.5 then Harvey Bay. Wizmo on the outside of Lord Telbon, 2.5 Spot on Target, Lady Joanna, Geezer. Ambrosia Pal, that's Aspect, Temple Walk, and Shells last as they run to the 1,100. Down the side, he's tried to pinch this on the grey, and going to the 1,000-metre point, Palazam by 7 lengths. Another grey holding second at the 1,000, that's Oriental Mill from Harvey Bay, Lord Telbon. These riders don't seem to be too concerned about the tearaway leader. Wizimo running about 5th, followed by Lady Joanna, Spot on Target as they start to shake them up down the side, going past the 800. Further back behind Spot on Target, that's Aspect. Then Ambrosia Pal and Geezer. Temple Walk and Shells together should be suited by the fast pace, but as they come before the turn, it's Palazam 4 to Oriental Mill. 3 away Harvey Bay, Lord Telbon out of the pack with Wizmo. They crowd up from behind. Lady Joanna, that's Aspect, Geezer. Spot on Target and to the outside, Ambrosia Pal. Temple Walk last into the straight, Shells ahead of it. In the running, Palazam comes back to them dramatically. Oriental Mill went straight past it. Lord Telbon shifted up on the inside. Wizmo goes to second, running on. Then down the outside, Ambrosia Pal. But it's Oriental Mill at the 200. 2 to Wizmo, cutting it down. Wizmo getting to the other one, Oriental Mill. Lady Joanna out of the pack late. Down the outside, Shells. Temple Walk can't win. Wizmo snares the lead close to home. Cutting it down now, Lady Joanna, Wizmo, maybe Lady Joanna an inch.
That was a replay of Morphettville Race 5, 3, 5 and 10. The winner, Lady Joanna, 4.55 and 1.30. Second was number 5, which was Wizimo, $2 even. And third placing went to number 10, Shells, showing $1.35. 3, 5, 10, race number 5 at Morphettville in Adelaide. Back to Phil after the check of openers at Morphettville. Morphettville race number 5, 3 Lady Joanna, 4.85 and 1.30. 5 Wizimo, 2.05 and 10 Shells, $1.30. Quinella, 51.40 and the trifecta, $607.45. The match between Carlton and Collingwood scores a dead level approaching half-time. What a great game it would be. The 6th event at Rose Hill. Number 1 Country Club, $1.40 for the win, and money.
Express 12 missed it a half length, and Gold Blade is the early leader from Turf Terror. Country Club moving up quickly, looking for the lead. Cheval Time is handily placed now. Going up into the firing line is at this stage Park Express, and Prudhoe Bay goes around them. Turf Terror drops back to about 5th. Then Gallia, followed by Hot Block, 2.5 lunch in Sydney, and last of all is Prince Red Mac. Past the 800 they go, and Country Club in front narrowly from Gold Blade. A length of Prudhoe Bay and 1 Cheval Time scrubbed up a little, followed by Turf Terror on the outside of Park Express, then Gallia. Hot Block third last, 3 lunch in Sydney, a length Prince Red Mac. Onto the corner they go, and Country Club increasing its lead to about a length on Gold Blade. 2 Cheval Time, a half the outer Prudhoe Bay. A length Park Express, and the widest is Turf Terror. Straightening Country Club, getting away from the rails a shade, leads nicely from Gold Blade. Cheval Time under the stick, and then Prudhoe Bay. Now young Phillips pulls the persuader on Country Club, 200 out. It leads a length and 3/4 or 2 lengths now on Cheval Time. A good margin Prudhoe Bay, but at the 100 metres, Country Club safely holding Cheval Time and then Prudhoe Bay, but Country Club will win it easily. Country Club a length and 3/4. Second home was Cheval Time, then Prudhoe Bay, followed by